Bridgeton is a city in Cumberland County, New Jersey, United States, in the southern part of the state, on the Cohansey River, near Delaware Bay. As of the 2010 United States Census, the city's population was 25,349, reflecting an increase of 2,578 from the 22,771 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 3,829 from the 18,942 counted in the 1990 census. It is the county seat of Cumberland County. Bridgeton, Millville, and Vineland are the three principal cities of the Vineland-Millville-Bridgeton primary metropolitan statistical area, which encompasses those cities and all of Cumberland County for statistical purposes and which constitutes a part of the Delaware Valley. History. Similar to other areas near rivers and the bay, this area was inhabited for thousands of years by indigenous peoples. At the time of European contact, Lenape Native Americans lived in the area, following a seasonal pattern of cultivation and hunting and fishing. The state recognized Nanticoke Lenape Indians of New Jersey maintain a cultural center here, serving a community of 12,000 in Cumberland, Gloucester and Salem counties. The first recorded European settlement in what is now Bridgeton was made by 1686 when Richard Hancock established a sawmill here. Settlers established a pioneer ironworks in 1814. Bridgeton was incorporated as a township by an act of the New Jersey legislature on March 3, 1845, from portions of Deerfield Township. Bridgeton City was incorporated on March 1, 1865, replacing both Bridgeton Township and Cohansey Township. The city was named for its location at a bridge on the Cohansey River and is said to be a corruption of Bridgetown. After the American Civil War, Bridgeton's industrial base and commercial centrality in this area of high agricultural production, along with its high profile as an educational center, made it the most prosperous town in the state. Bridgeton was home to glass factories, sewing factories, metal and machine works and other manufacturers. The most notable of these was the Ferracute Machine Works, founded and operated by Oberlin Smith, an inventive genius and philanthropist credited with inventing the first device for magnetic recording, and now in the New Jersey Inventors Hall of Fame. Bridgeton Historic District covers a quarter of the city and includes more than 2,000 properties. These range from the early federal architecture to the 1920s, including many structures eligible for individual listing and some documented by the Historic American Buildings Survey during the 1930s. The district was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1982 and is the largest such district of any municipality in New Jersey. Although it is visually dominated by large Victorian homes and a downtown area constructed from the 1880s to the 1920s, the district, besides many neighborhoods of gingerbreaded doubles that were essentially working-class housing, includes several notable structures dating from the 18th century and early federal period. One of these is Potter's Tavern, said to have been built in the 1750s but restored to its appearance in 1776 when it was home to the Plain Dealer, considered New Jersey's first newspaper. A second is Brearley Lodge, founded by General James Giles in 1795, and still active. A third is the so-called Nail House, administrative home of the Cumberland Nail and Iron Works that established Bridgeton's industrial prowess in the early 19th century. The first Cumberland National Bank building, which was only the second bank chartered in New Jersey, is now part of the Bridgeton Library. There is also the David Shepherd House, recently restored with assistance from the Garden State Historic Trust and home to the Custo Coastal Center of Rutgers University since 2008. Bridgeton straddles the tidal Cohansey River and is located near the center of the Delaware Bay lowlands. It derives its name from the original movable bridge that offered the option of regular overland travel on the Kings Highway across the Cohansey watershed region for the first time in 1716. It is said that its name went from Bridgetown to Bridgeton in 1816 to 1817 owing to a printing error on documents published by the Cumberland Bank. Bridgeton is home to numerous large municipal parks, the largest of these, consisting of pinelands, wetlands and lakes, as well as the original raceway system that provided water power to the mills, was formed out of the property owned and managed by the Cumberland Nail and Iron Works until 1899. Long considered a recreational area for the region even under ownership by the ironworks, the property was finally purchased in 1902-3 by the city and preserved in perpetuity as the Bridgeton City Park. It includes 3 major lakes: Mary Elmer Lake, Sunset Lake, and East Lake. Bridgeton Park encompasses about 1,500 acres. It now includes the Cohansey Zoo, New Jersey's oldest zoo, which is free to the public. The city suffered an economic downturn in the 1980s with the loss of its remaining manufacturing sector jobs in glass and textiles. Agricultural employment, however, has continued to attract immigrant workers largely from Mexico but also Guatemala, creating new challenges and opportunities for revitalization. A significant minority of Bridgeton residents and their children speak Zapoteco, either as their only language or alongside Spanish. Downtown Bridgeton includes an art gallery, a Native American post, second-hand stores, and perhaps most notably, a makerspace. The makerspace, called Steamworks, was opened as a collaborative project between the city and the local Cumberland County College. Run by the college, the space offers specialized equipment and software to the public at a membership-based pricing system, as well as workshops and a limited set of certification courses. No involvement with the college is required. Bridgeton Main Street declared its downtown a culinary arts district and is highlighting downtown activity through the food and cooking-related retail sector. Bridgeton Main Street Association is the oldest Main Street association in the state, founded in 1990. In 2008, Rutgers opened the Custo Coastal Center of its Institute of Marine and Coastal Sciences in the former David Shepherd House, a base from which it coordinates cutting-edge ecological research and develops modules for environmental learning at all educational levels from elementary school upward. Southwood State Prison, opened near Bridgeton in 1997, is the largest state prison in New Jersey and provides a range of employment. Bridgeton is also home to the Rutgers Food Innovation Center, an entry point for start-up food manufacturers that allows a new company or entrepreneur to work with a specialized team from Rutgers University to develop, test, brand, and package their product. Geography. Bridgeton is located about 1 hour away from Philadelphia, and 50 minutes away from Wilmington, Delaware. It is also about 1 hour away from Atlantic City and Cape May. Bridgeton is divided into 3 sections: North Side, South Side and Hillside. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city had a total area of 6.431 square miles, including 6.179 square miles of land and 0.252 square miles of water. Unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the city include East Lake. Bridgeton borders Upper Deerfield Township, Hopewell Township, and Fairfield Township. Climate. The climate in this area is characterized by hot, humid summers and generally mild to cool winters. According to the Köppen climate classification system, Bridgeton has a humid subtropical climate, abbreviated CFA, on climate maps. Demographics. At the 2010 United States Census, there were 25,349 people, 6,265 households, and 4,304 families residing in the city. The population density was 4,102.5 per square mile. There were 6,782 housing units at an average density of 1,097.6 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 32.64% white, 35.49% black or African American, 1.38% Native American, 0.60% Asian, 0.05% Pacific Islander, 25.71% from other races, and 4.13% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 43.58% of the population. There were 6,265 households, of which 40.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 32.7% were married couples living together, 27.7% had a female householder with no husband present, and 31.3% were non-families. 25.8% of all households were made up of individuals, and 10.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.36 and the average family size was 3.85. In the city, 27.9% of the population were under the age of 18, 12.2% from 18 to 24, 34.6% from 25 to 44, 18.1% from 45 to 64, and 7.1% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 29.7 years. For every 100 females there were 135.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 151.6 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey showed that median household income was $31,044 and the median family income was $38,750. Males had a median income of $31,202 versus $31,031 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $12,418. About 26.3% of families and 27.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 35.4% of those under age 18 and 15.6% of those aged 65 or over. As of the 2000 United States Census, there were 22,771 people, 6,182 households, and 4,179 families residing in the city. The population density was 3,659.8 people per square mile. There were 6,795 housing units at an average density of 1,092.1 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 38.88% white, 41.84% African American, 1.19% Native American, 0.70% Asian, 0.09% Pacific Islander, 13.67% from other races, and 3.63% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 24.49% of the population. There were 6,182 households, out of which 36.1% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 35.3% were married couples living together, 26.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 32.4% were non-families. 27.4% of all households were made up of individuals and 13.1% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.96 and the average family size was 3.49. In the city, the population was spread out with 26.0% under the age of 18, 11.2% from 18 to 24, 36.0% from 25 to 44, 15.9% from 45 to 64, and 10.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 32 years. For every 100 females there were 130.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 139.1 males. The median income for a household in the city was $26,923, and the median income for a family was $30,502. Males had a median income of $28,858 versus $22,722 for females. The per capita income for the city was $10,917. About 22.7% of families and 26.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 33.3% of those under age 18 and 17.8% of those age 65 or over. Residents in the town include numerous immigrants from Mexico, whose Amerindian languages include Zapotec, Nahuatl, and Mixtec. Economy. Portions of Bridgeton are part of an urban enterprise zone. In addition to other benefits to encourage employment within the zone, shoppers can take advantage of a reduced 3.5% sales tax rate at eligible merchants. Government. Local government. The City of Bridgeton is governed within the Faulkner Act system of municipal government, formerly known as the Optional Municipal Charter Law, under Mayor-Council Plan A, as implemented on July 1, 1970, based on the recommendations of a Charter Study Commission. Voters elect a mayor and 5 city council members. Council members are elected at large in non-partisan elections and serve 4-year concurrent terms of office in balloting held as part of the November general election. Based on the results of an ordinance passed in June 2011, Bridgeton's non-partisan elections were shifted from May to November, which first took effect with the November 2014 general election. The mayor exercises executive power of the municipality and appoints department heads with council approval. The mayor may remove department heads subject to council disapproval by 2/3 of all members, prepares the budget. The mayor has veto over ordinances subject to override by 2/3 of all members of council. The mayor exercises executive power of the municipality. Up to 10 departments may be created under the mayor's direction. A business administrator assists the mayor in budget preparation and administers purchasing and personnel systems. By ordinance, the business administrator may supervise administration of departments, subject to mayor's direction. The city council exercises legislative power of municipality and approves appointment of department heads. The council may disapprove removal of department heads by 2/3 vote of all members and can override the mayor's veto by 2/3 of all members. The council selects one of its own members to serve as council president. As of 2016, the mayor of Bridgeton is Albert B. Kelly, whose term of office ends on December 31, 2018. Members of the City Council are Council President J. Curtis Edwards, Gladys Lugado Hempel, William D. Spence, Jack Sorensen and Michael D. Zapolsky, Sr., all of whom are serving concurrent terms of office that end December 31, 2018. Federal, state and county representation. Bridgeton is located in the 2nd Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 3rd State Legislative District. New Jersey's 2nd Congressional District is represented by Frank LoBiondo. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. For the 2016-2017 session, the 3rd Legislative District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Stephen M. Sweeney and in the General Assembly by John J. Berzichelli and Adam Taliaferro. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Wadno. Cumberland County is governed by a 7-member board of chosen freeholders, who are elected at large in partisan elections to serve staggered 3-year terms in office, with 2 or 3 seats coming up for election each year. At an annual reorganization meeting held each January, the freeholders select one member to serve as freeholder director and another as deputy director. As of 2014, Cumberland County's freeholders are Freeholder Director Joseph D. Rella, Freeholder Deputy Director Douglas M. Long, Darlene Barber, Carol Musso, James Sauro, Thomas Shepard and Tony Sarace. The county's constitutional officers are County Clerk Gloria Noto, Sheriff Robert A. Austerno and Surrogate Douglas M. Rainier. The New Jersey Department of Corrections Southwood State Prison is located in Bridgeton. When officials from the city of Bridgeton heard of a state report proposing to move over 1,000 prisoners from Riverfront State Prison in Camden to Southwoods, Bridgeton officials opposed the plans. Politics. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 8,699 registered voters in Bridgeton, of which 2,816 were registered as Democrats, 772 were registered as Republicans and 5,104 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 7 voters registered to other parties. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 81.6% of the vote, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 17.6%, and other candidates with 0.7%. Among the 5,088 ballots cast by the city's 9,034 registered voters, for a turnout of 56.3%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 77.9% of the vote here, ahead of Republican John McCain, who received 20.4%. With 5,440 ballots cast among the city's 8,986 registered voters, for a turnout of 60.5%. In the 2004 presidential election, Democrat John Kerry received 66.0% of the vote here, outpolling Republican George W. Bush, who received 33.6%, with 4,615 ballots cast among the city's 7,978 registered voters, for a turnout percentage of 57.8. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Democrat Barbara Buono received 62.7% of the vote, ahead of Republican Chris Christie with 35.9%, and other candidates with 1.4%. Among the 2,499 ballots cast by the city's 8,320 registered voters, for a turnout of 30.0%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Democrat John Corzine received 67.2% of the vote here, ahead of both Republican Chris Christie with 24.1% and Independent Chris Daggett with 4.4%. With 2,687 ballots cast among the city's 8,524 registered voters, yielding a 31.5% turnout. Education. Bridgeton's public schools are operated by Bridgeton Public Schools, which serve students in preschool through 12th grade. The district is one of 31 Abbott districts statewide, which are now referred to as SDA districts, based on the requirement for the state to cover all costs for school building and renovation projects in these districts under the supervision of the New Jersey Schools Development Authority. As of the 2011-12 school year, the district's 8 schools had an enrollment of 4,990 students and 418.5 classroom teachers, for a student-teacher ratio of 11.92:1. Schools in the district are the Gerald and O. Foster Early Childhood Center, 6 K-8 elementary schools, Broad Street School, Buckshootum Road School, Cherry Street School, Indian Avenue School, Quarter Mile Lane School and West Avenue School, and Bridgeton High School for grades 9 to 12. Students from Down Township and some students from Lawrence Township attend the district's high school for 9th through 12th grades as part of sending, receiving relationships. Other students from Lawrence Township are sent to Millville Senior High School. Transportation, roads and highways. As of May 2010, the city had a total of 71.95 miles of roadways, of which 46.36 miles were maintained by the municipality, 20.62 miles by Cumberland County and 4.97 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Public transportation. New Jersey Transit offers service on the 410 route between Bridgeton and Philadelphia, and the 553 route between Upper Deerfield Township and Atlantic City. Airports. The following public-use airports are located in Bridgeton. Bucks Airport is located 3.5 miles northeast of the Central Business District of Bridgeton. Lee Halsey Airport located 2.3 miles south of the Central Business District of Bridgeton. Places of interest: Old Broad Street Presbyterian Church and Cemetery, burial site of 6 U.S. congressmen, and a governor of New Jersey. Potter's Tavern, Revolutionary War-era tavern where local patriots met and the Plain Dealer newspaper was published. Seven Sisters, oldest row of commercial buildings in Bridgeton. New Sweden Farmstead Museum, open-air museum in City Park.